So today I want to talk about traveling as a solo Black female. So I've been to a few places around the world. I actually have a story about that. And I always get asked, do I feel safe while I'm traveling? I have not experienced any negative experiences while I'm traveling. However, when I do go out, my head is constantly on a swivel. Like, I'm looking around, I got one headphone in, I'm not telling people where I'm at, I'm not telling people who I'm with, because I'm with no one. I'm very, very secure and safe when it comes to making sure that like nobody can get one over on me. I've traveled all over the US by myself, but the places that I have traveled internationally include Italy, Portugal, Mexico, Paris, and I believe that's it for right now. Again, I don't have that much experience, but I have gone to a few places by myself, and here are some things that I absolutely recommend for people who are traveling by themselves. One, I always travel with a fanny pack. No matter where I go, I have my fanny pack on me. And one thing that I like about it is that all of my stuff is just right there. My phone's there, my keys to the hotel room is there, my card's there, it's right there. And there are a lot of pickpockets in some of these countries. And one thing that I will say is that it's hard for someone to like jiggle your belly around and get inside your stuff versus just like slipping their hand in your bag or bumping into you and taking something out of your pocket. So I absolutely love traveling with my fanny pack. Another thing that I really do whenever I am out, I do not tell people that I am alone. Don't tell anyone that you're alone. Just don't tell them you're on your way to meet friends or you're going to dinner to meet with your family. Whatever you need to tell them, do not tell them that you are alone. Being alone makes you an absolute target. We know this already. Please take heed of that. Third, I'm always sharing my location with at least 3 people. My best friend, my mom, whoever I'm dating at the moment. They know where I'm at when I'm in these countries because I want people to know where I'm at when I'm in these countries. It's kind of hard to pull up on you when you're thousands of miles away, but at least, you know, knowing where you're at, knowing what hotel you're staying, sharing that with the people that you love and care and that would be contacted if something were to happen is super important. Another thing, I'm not much of a partier when I go out, especially by myself. So I don't really have a lot of tips and tricks for the nightlife and navigating the nightlife because I know, you're going to want to go out, you're going to want to have a couple drinks and things of that nature. And I definitely recommend that you have fun. However, that's not something that I participate in. And so that's a little bit out of my realm and I don't want to offer any advice for something that I don't necessarily experience. Speaking of experience, I do want to touch on just my experience in these countries. Italy, I hear so many things about racism in Italy, and I did not experience any racism. I do not want to discount anyone's experience for whatever racism that they said they experienced. I absolutely 1,000% believe it because Europe is like the blueprint of racism. But I did not experience any racism when I was in Europe. I had a lot of fun shopping for specifically leathers when I was in Italy. I did enjoy that. I wasn't too crazy about the food, but at that time, I wasn't very intentional about my food journeys. I would kind of just hop into little restaurants along the way and eat whatever looked good. Sometimes it was a hit, sometimes it was a miss. But I do wish that I had a more intentional itinerary for my food planning. Definitely think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. One thing that I did notice about Italy is that everything there is broken. Like, everything there is broken. All of the tourist attractions, specifically in Rome, all of the tourist attractions, everything's just broken. And I was like, this is the most ghetto thing that I have ever seen. Like, everything's just broken in shambles, rocks, like thousands of year old rocks. And they're like super important, but it's this broken rock and you can't even go touch it or anything. So that was kind of weird to me, but just interesting how this place is just idolized and everything there is like broken and not working. Portugal. So I did go to Lisbon and I did go off the coast. I forgot where I was off the coast, but Lisbon, I enjoyed the food. I actually had some of the best tacos there. I did a little bit of shopping in Lisbon. They have a market there. I forgot what it's called, but I really enjoyed the food that they offered there. I got a little bit of souvenirs to bring back. Just little things like imported olive oils, like real nice things that people who enjoy nice things would appreciate. I had so much fun when it comes to Portugal. Like, it has a special place in my heart. I definitely want to go back and have some more fun. It was such an exhilarating experience. I went kayaking off the coast. It was so beautiful there. I went on a wine tour. I had a lot of fun there, and I really enjoyed it, and I look forward to going back. Also went to Paris. I did not like Paris, and I can't remember correctly, but I felt like it stunk. I felt like it was funky, like very much hot garbage New York vibes, and I did not like that about it. It was cold, it was rainy, I didn't like the food that I got. I went to the Louvre, and that was cute. That was a nice little photo op moment. I thought that was cute. One thing, I did lose my headphones, right? Circling back to pickpockets. I did lose my headphones, and there were some pretty expensive headphones. It was raining the whole time that I was there, and I just didn't have fun. And I probably could have planned the trip a little bit better. I'm willing to give Paris another chance once they fix that bed bug situation. But as of now, Paris is not on my list, especially not during the wintertime. It was like 20 degrees colder than it was from the other country that I left when I went to go visit Paris. And I was completely shocked, and I absolutely hated it. Outside of that, we can talk about Mexico. If you look at my channel, I've lived in Mexico for about 6 months, and I absolutely loved it there. I felt safe there. I would walk around Mexico at like 1 o'clock in the morning looking for some food, and I had no problems while I was there, no safety issues, no racism at all. They treated me like I was another person in their way, honestly. But I had so much fun in Mexico, just enjoying the food, the culture, meeting new people, becoming like a regular face at the restaurants that I like to visit, at the stores that I like to visit. It was a little bit of a culture shock, just deep diving into the country and living there, since I had not been there already. But I absolutely loved Mexico and had a great time. I'm not a big fan of Tulum. Now, Tulum, I don't see the hype. Outside of the beaches being kind of empty and secluded, I don't see the hype of Tulum, and I have no desire to go there on a regular basis or even vacation there. I'm just kind of missing what all the fuss is about when it comes to Tulum. However, there are certain aspects that I see, okay, I see why you would go there. I see why you would go there if you're on a resort. So that is my experience with solo traveling. I've had a blast. I haven't had any issues. I know that I'm very lucky. I might have had a blunder with an Airbnb or two, but outside of that, I've had like really just flying reviews of the countries that I visit, and I can't wait to visit more. If you have any questions, comment them. I'm definitely going to answer them. I'd love to make some more in-detail videos about the countries that I've been to, or places that I would like to go that I feel like would be really fun for me and kind of fit what I'm looking for in my travel experiences. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next time.